Linda Lippin Pilates, Strong Bones Pilates, and the Pilates Teacher Mastermind. I find that most Pilates teachers that I talk to, especially newer and younger Pilates teachers, are having issues with cueing neck and shoulders. Neck and shoulders are really kind of tricky areas to cue. They're actually tricky areas to work because there's not a lot of skeletal connection between the bones in the shoulder girdle, right? So you basically have your collarbones that are kind of sitting right here, your shoulder blades that kind of sit behind the collarbone, and then you have the humerus that's sort of kind of hanging at the side. This whole structure is held together by connective tissue with a whole lot of muscle, right? And it's just sitting on top of your rib cage, where again, it's connected through a whole lot of muscle and a whole lot of connective tissue. So ideally, based on that description, you would think that this could be like one of the most free and mobile and moving areas of the body, but instead, for many people, it has become the tightest, most immobile, most painful area of the body. Now, in most Pilates teacher training programs and most fitness training programs, as far as I can tell, the main cues that we're given for neck and shoulders don't really work that well and don't really work well for our clients for the long term. And one of those cues is to relax your shoulders. Well, I mean, quite frankly, if it was as easy as relaxing our shoulders, we would be doing that on our own and wouldn't need to pay a Pilates teacher to tell us that. Um, but number two, if your spine isn't in the right position, so your rib cage isn't sitting quite correctly, which is going to have an impact on what's going on with your neck and how this structure of your shoulder girdle is sitting on your rib cage, right? Um, how are you supposed to relax your shoulders? Like anything you do to try to get out of that kind of position is going to be actively doing something with your shoulders, which is the opposite of relaxing them. So I suggest that instead of telling our clients to relax their shoulders, or instead of telling our clients to pull their shoulders out of their ears and press them down into their back pockets, which frankly only puts a lot of pressure on those first two ribs that the structure is sitting on and can cause a whole lot of strain and overstress in the neck and cervical spine area, that instead we think about addressing the shoulders differently. So I personally like to have my clients really move their shoulders a lot. I have them do a lot of shrugs. I have them do a lot of forward back, as much as they can within, pain-free ranges of motion. I have them do a little, nodding and lifting, a little side to side of the head. I have them think about protraction and pushing the shoulder blades apart and closing the collarbones a little, and then retraction. I have them think about opening their collarbones. I have them think about lifting up their spines. And I really don't cue a lot of people to put their shoulders down or to drop their shoulders or to relax their shoulders, because for most of, at least for how I teach and for my clients, there isn't a lot of place in their workout where they're relaxing, and all of the work that they're doing to open up those collarbones to keep the spine long and to try to change the relationship of the muscles and tissues around that shoulder girdle and lifting up that spine in order to have things move better and function better, isn't relaxing. Right? It's work. It's actively stretching, it's actually strengthening, it's really doing that kind of focused work that will help produce a longer term change in the body by actually changing the position of how things are sitting in the neck and shoulders. So that's really what I encourage you to start looking at and cueing for in your clients. Okay. If you have any questions about that, just put them in the comments here. Send me a DM. And you can also head on over to my website, to lindalippin.com. I do have an upcoming teaching neck and shoulder pain workshop that is starting on Thursday, this coming Thursday, the 30th. So if you're interested in that, just head on over to my website, and I will also put a link in the notes to this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.